Hey there, welcome to the Not Just Mama podcast, the show where we talk about building businesses, chasing dreams, raising little U's, and keeping it real through all the chaos. We're diving into mindset, motivation, and all things mompreneur life, all while microwaving our coffee for the 20 millionth time. I'm your host, Heather Madsen, a dream-chasing mompreneur who knows exactly what it's like to juggle big ambitions with a million daily tasks. Because let's be honest, we're not just moms. We're wives, we're partners, we're daughters, friends, creators, dreamers, and so much more. And just because we're raising little tiny humans doesn't mean we have to put our dreams on the back burner. We deserve to chase them, build something incredible, and make a difference, all while being amazing moms. So go ahead and nuke that coffee once again and get comfy, because we're diving in. Hey guys, welcome back to the Not Just Mama podcast. I'm Heather Madsen, and today's topic is one I know so many of you have wrestled with, and that's what do you do when the people closest to you, your friends, your family, aren't really supportive of your business? Whether they've made a passing comment, question what you were doing, or just flat out ignored your accomplishments, I want you to know that you're not alone. So grab your coffee or your laundry basket if you're behind on that. I know I am, but let's talk about it, okay? I remember when I first started my business, okay? I was excited, nervous, and just ready to share what I had to share, okay? And when I told certain people in my life, I was expecting like, oh, that's amazing, or go for it, or whatever, but instead I got some blank stares, silence, or just some questions that were just like, really? And I want to be honest and say that it hurt. It sucked, okay? It just did not feel good to have those reactions from the people that I loved. Because these are the people who should be believing in you, right? You've known them your whole entire life. And when they don't show support, it kind of feels like rejection, doesn't it? Or worse, it makes you start questioning yourself. And then Mr. Imposter shows up. But here's the truth. When you're building something new, especially as a mom, especially online, it can already feel like you're walking on some thin ice, okay? You don't want that extra weight on your shoulders. But this is so common. So if you're walking through this right now, I want to normalize it for you a little bit and give you the tools to handle it with a little grace and confidence, okay? So let's talk about why your people might not be your biggest cheerleaders, okay? And just so you know, it's usually not about you. Sometimes it's just generational. Maybe they grew up in the mindset that a real job is a 9-to-5 with a paycheck and health insurance. So when you tell somebody like this that you're building a course or selling a digital product or starting a business from home, they really just can't wrap their head around it. Other times it's fear, right? They're scared that you might fail, or they're scared that if you do succeed, it will change your relationship. Have you ever thought of that? And honestly, sometimes your ambition brings up their own insecurities. If you're stepping out and growing, they may be feeling left behind, even if they don't say it, okay? And let's be real. Some people just don't understand the online space. They don't see the potential. They don't see how the world is growing and changing and how we have to adapt to it, right? They don't know the work that goes into the online business. And if you have started on like your online course or getting your business started, you will see that it is actually a lot of work. So they underestimate it. And all of that can be frustrating. But here's where we need to reframe it, okay? It is not your job to convince people of your vision. It's your job to walk it out anyways. So let's talk about some solutions, okay? What can you do when your friends and family aren't supportive? So number one, I want you to protect your energy. Stop handing your dreams to people who don't know how to hold them. You don't have to share every new idea or win with people who consistently downplay it. Honestly, you don't even have to talk to them at all if you don't want to. It's okay to keep some things sacred between you, God, and your laptop, okay? Because honestly, if we don't protect our energy and our dreams and our goals, and we let people who downplay it constantly and bring us down for it, it's going to be extremely hard to move forward and try to achieve success that you've been dreaming of. Number 2 is to find your people. And this is so important. If your current circle of friends and family do not get it, go build a new one. Like I said, it's okay to keep some things sacred. And it's okay to step out of your group and find a new one that fully supports what you believe in. Find other women who are building, who understand the wins, the struggles, the long nights. I mean, that might look like an online community, a podcast you love, okay? I love listening to podcasts from women who are building something similar to me. Or even just like finding a business bestie where you can talk to them every day about your business and just keep each other accountable. And that's how you can help each other grow. And number 3 is to keep showing up anyway. One of the best ways to respond to doubt is with some action. I want you to stay consistent, keep showing up, and let your work speak for itself. Sometimes it takes you getting your stuff out there and showing up and proving that what you have to say is valuable is when the people who doubted you will open up their eyes a little bit more. I've had some people who really didn't understand what I was doing in the beginning, and then I've put my stuff out there and I've shown them little snippets of what I've said and done. And they just say, wow, I see it. I'm proud of you. And sometimes that's what it takes. But that only happens if you keep going. Number 4 is to let your results speak. You really don't need to defend your dream. You don't need to justify yourself and why you're trying to build the business you're building. You don't have to prove yourself with long explanations. You just have to keep taking the next step. So let your impact and your income speak for itself, and maybe people will open their eyes. And so with all of that, I want to offer a gentle reframe. Maybe those people who are constantly questioning you, doubting you, and don't show support for what you believe in are not supposed to be a part of your entrepreneurial support circle. And that's okay. You really don't need everyone's belief in you, okay? And that includes your family and your friends. They do not have to be a part of your business journey, okay? What you do need is a belief in yourself. And sometimes not being supported by others, such as your family and friends, is the one thing that teaches us to back ourselves up fully and fiercely. And isn't that the kind of thing that we all want to achieve as women building businesses? One who doesn't need all that external validation to chase what's on her heart. I mean, these people, these family members, these friends that aren't supportive, they're not living your life. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know your goals and your dreams, okay? And you do not need their permission to do what you dream of, okay? So here's what I want to leave you with today. Your dreams are yours for a reason. Not everyone will understand it, and not everyone needs to. And if you're feeling alone in this part of your journey, I want you to know that I see you, that I am you. I've had some people in my life who have questioned me and doubted me and just don't see my vision. And I want you to know that it's okay. It's okay to let others think what they want to think. And Mel Robbins says it best, let them. Okay, and if you haven't read her book, I highly recommend it. It's very insightful. But yeah, I want you to know that you're doing better than you think. and I want you to keep going with your dream. And it's okay to push what family and friends think aside. So if this episode resonated with you today, I would love to hear from you. You can email me at support@course-roots.com. And don't forget to hit subscribe and subscribe to my email list so that you don't miss out on any upcoming episodes, news, or just encouragement in general. Remember, you're not just mama. You're a dreamer, you're a builder, and you're a complete powerhouse, and you are allowed to live out your dreams the way you want, despite what anyone else thinks. So I hope this episode really helped you out today if you are struggling with what others may think of your dream, okay? But I believe in you. Keep building, keep going. You've got this. All right, we'll see you in the next episode.